This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Dana versus Trujillo. You all have been together for 4 years, you're married, you have one child together, and this relationship, which started online, may go offline permanently. It all depends on what happens today. Is that right, Ms. Dana?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You've initiated this case. Tell us why.
I came here today because we got married, and after the honeymoon, everything went downhill.
It went downhill right after the honeymoon.
Yes.
And all because you believe
He is cheating.
That's not true.
So how did we end up with this short-lived honeymoon, Mr. Trujillo?
The relationship originally was meant to start out as just a one-night stand, and that was it.
Wow.
but it must have been something about her that made you decide you want to get married.
She kind of grew on me as time went on, I guess you could say.
Do you see what you're saying is causing her pain? She is standing there crying. This is the woman you stood in front of somebody and said, I'll be with her. Good, bad, or indifferent.
At this point anymore with her accusations, her feelings don't mean anything to me.
Wow. Oh, boy. All right. Miss Dana, what were the warning signs for you that something was going on?
He goes into the other room when he has a phone call and talks to other women.
That's not true.
How do you know it's other women?
From the past, he has cheated on me.
That's not true.
Okay.
It's not
and
true.
so based on those behaviors when he was cheating before, you're seeing those same behaviors now?
Correct.
All right.
And all this has led you to believe there's got to be somebody else in the picture. That's why you've had this change in your relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Trujillo, you have talked about how these accusations have just shut you down, but I'm still trying to get to the core of your relationship before the accusations started.
There are times where when we're together, I'm very happy, and I'm not even looking at other women. I'm just having fun with her.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So, one more question.
Okay, love.
So, is it fair to say that you loved her at some point?
Yes, I do.
You love her now?
My love for her has dwindled.
Okay. Right. And you've fallen out because of the accusations?
Not completely, but I'm starting to.
Okay.
But now these cheating allegations have surfaced, and it has just really torn you all apart.
Yes.
Have you found anything that makes you think he's cheating?
So we were driving in the car, and I was on the phone with my mother, and she had me write a phone number down. So I asked Lou where the pen was, and he said it's in the driver's glove box. So I looked in there, and I found condoms.
All right.
Okay.
Do you all use condoms?
No, we do not.
All right.
I don't mean to laugh about it, but I am, only because of the fact that I had gone over to my mother's house previously before that.
I'm not seeing the connection between mom and the found condoms. Help me real quick, get there somewhere.
when I went to my mother's house and I did what I needed to do, she goes, oh, wait a minute, one more thing before you go, wait here. So I stood there, she went to her bedroom, and she came back, and she said, hold out your hand. I held out my hand, and she stuck the condoms in my hand, and she said, use these next time you have sex with Kelsey. I don't want you to have any more children with her. I'm done raising grandkids.
So your own mother doesn't want you to have any more kids with your wife?
No.
Wow.
And did you say, Mom, that's none of your business? Mom, I'm not going to... what did you do to defend your wife in this situation?
I laughed about it.
Oh, he's a mama's boy.
Miss Dana, did you know about this? Did you know that's how he came to get those condoms?
I think it's full of malarkey.
You don't believe
my mother on the phone, and because she asked me and she was accusing me, and I said, you don't believe me? She goes, no. So I called my mom on the Bluetooth in the car, and I told my mom, I said, hey, did you give me these condoms or not? My mom started laughing. She goes, why? Is Kelsey mad? I said, she's sitting next to me in the car. She's very upset. And my mom said, Kelsey, you need to calm down. I gave them to him as a joke. She said, he's not cheating on you. She said, you just need to get over your insecurities.
Well, we have a statement that was submitted to the court from your mother, and her name is Miss Alma Sanchez. This is your mother speaking, and it reads, I went to my doctor's office and saw a bowl saying, free condoms, take one. I took it upon myself to get about 5 condoms. When I got home, I woke Lou up and said, hey, I got a present for you, and gave them to him. I told Lou that I didn't want him to make any more kids with Kelsey. If I could have predicted how bad their relationship would turn out, I would have gave Lou the condoms years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Well, I think it's true. She's not your biggest fan.
No, I don't like her.
Okay, I think it's mutual.
what other reason do you believe that he's cheating?
I had saw that his desktop was open, and I looked, and it was a sex site.
Okay, when you say a sex site, how to, pictures, videos?
Dirty pictures, him sending messages to other females. And I confronted him and I said, if you want to stay married. But if we don't fix this, this marriage is over.
I don't know why she's upset about it, to be honest with you. Only because of the fact that we had discussed previously when we were dating before, and even when we got married and through the marriage, about possibly spicing up our relationship by swinging, having threesomes.
Not true, Your Honor.
No, yes, it is.
Not this wife.
It is 100% true.
Did you see anything to these other women?
The one message that I saw pop up, I was at work that day, and he had said that I can host. She's not here.
All right, and you submitted those to the court?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Trujillo, you wrote, morning, delicious lady.
Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to message me. Be patient, and I'll get back to you.
Hi, sexy. I'm 7.5 thick and can host.
Uh-huh. There was another message?
Yes, there was.
All right.
A few days later. Morning, sexy. That's his line. He likes that.
I see.
Morning, sexy.
Good morning.
I would love to blank you. Horny Hispanic male able to host solo or looking for ongoing threesomes with my wife.
That's what I'm talking about, how we discussed having threesomes or the couple swap. That's
Okay, but you stayed in there solo or
she
threesomes.
gave me permission. She allowed me
Never
permission.
said that.
Yes, you did. You're
No,
lying. You know you're
didn't.
lying.
No.
Okay, Miss Dana, have you all ever had a conversation about threesomes?
No.
So you're like, you don't know where this is coming from?
No, I don't.
She's trying to play the victim, Your Honor. She is lying. Lying.
Oh, and you play the
That's
victim
all she does
quite
is
a
lie.
bit.
That's all she does is
So, Mr. Trujillo, you don't deny that you sent these messages?
Absolutely not. She can see those messages whenever she wants. She can log into it. She can look at them. She can see everything.
So why is the password changed on there then?
Because you change it because you get mad that I'm on there doing exactly what you wanted us to do.
Yeah,
She's changed the
right.
password 3 different times. And I told her, I said, why is the password changed? Somebody sent us a message interested in us. She said, I know you're cheating. You're talking to other females. I said, yeah, for the purpose of what we discussed. But
Because
she's
you
changed the
are
password.
cheating.
Okay.
And this is one of the reasons you started accusing him of cheating.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I'm just tired of it. I have 2 boys that I have to raise, and I told them, you keep doing this, we're divorcing, you need to get the hell out of my house, and I'm taking the kids with me.
Please tell me you don't have anything else.
Well, the lube receipt.
All right. I don't even know if I want to know, but tell me what you got. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so I came home from work, and it was paid for 2 lubricants, and that store is not too far from our home.
Okay. So you find a receipt, which you submitted to the court.
Yes.
For a 3 lube, that's what it says on the receipt, pillow pack, but that's lubricant, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And, okay, well, there's the map. There's your house. There's the store.
And it was a sex store?
Yes.
Okay.
And he hadn't used that or suggested you all use the lubricant, had he?
No, I never want. I'm just not comfortable with that, and I've told him that a million times.
That's not true. That's not true.
You think he's using this lubricant in your house with all of these messages going back, I can host, I can have you over. He's running to the store, getting the stuff he needs to host.
Yes. While I'm at work or I'm doing something
We
else.
had used it in our relationship prior because we had discussed about possibly having anal sex. We had discussed doing it again the night before I bought it.
Please don't tell me anymore. I can't.
We gotta know.
No, we don't.
We have to know.
No, we don't. What we need to, no, we don't. Here's the thing. You're saying that you got this to use with your wife.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to stop you right there. And you're saying, I don't know who he was using them with, but it wasn't me.
It was not me, Your Honor.
All right, I don't think I can take any more testimony, Mr. Cutler. I think let's look at what we got.
But there's so much more.
No. No, I'm not old enough for this conversation, so we're gonna just keep it moving.
We've got conflicting stories. We need to figure this out. And to do that, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call former military interrogator Lena Cisco to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Ms. Cisco in. Lena Cisco. Ms. Cisco, good day. How are you?
Good day, Your Honors. How are you both?
Doing good. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a former military interrogator, and I'm certified by the Department of Defense. And shortly after the events of 9/11, I deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, where I interrogated members of Al-Qaeda and Taliban. Shortly after that time, I started training law enforcement personnel, military personnel, government agency personnel, and still train them to this day in interview and interrogation techniques.
All right, tell us what you did to investigate this case.
I had the accused write a witness statement, and I go through that and do a statement analysis. So I'm looking for any indicators of truthfulness and deception. I studied the case file and I put together an interrogation plan, and then I interrogated Mr. Trujillo to see if he was cheating.
As it pertains to Ms. Dana's accusations about the condoms and the lubricant, what did you determine?
When I asked Mr. Trujillo about the lubricant, he was very forthcoming with me, and he took me back to that day and told me in detail exactly what happened. And that is an indicator of truthfulness. While he was telling me this, he had great eye contact, which is also another indicator of truthfulness. And then he went on to tell me why he was purchasing them, and that was because he and his wife wanted to have anal sex. When I asked him about the condoms, he sat up in his chair, had a great eye contact, and spoke with me with open palms. So open palms means, hey, I have nothing to hide, I'm being honest. And again, gave me so much detail that to me, that was a good indicator of truthfulness. He also told me the story that he shared with you all in court about how his mother called into the phone and how his mother told the both of them that she indeed gave him the condoms because she didn't want him to have any more children.
So what about the dating sites that we've heard testimony about? What happened with those?
He admitted to me about propositioning 2 women on the dating sites, and he also admitted to having sex with both of them at separate times.
Oh, boy.
Ms. Dana, I presume this is the first you've heard of this.
Yeah.
You did not know that not 1, but 2 women had been to your home to have sex with your husband.
Your Honor, she knew about it, and not only did she know, but she was up to the idea of having the threesome, backed out, and then told me I could sleep with these women.
Mr. Trujillo, I'm looking at the expression on her face.
I never said that.
The expression on her face does not look like a woman who
She's
knew.
a great liar.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
A
Okay.
professional, even. I would go so far as to say a professional liar.
Okay.
Not true.
All right. Ms. Cisco,
Yes, Your Honor.
what was your conclusion after you completed your investigation?
Mr. Trujillo was so forthcoming with me with all the details. He didn't withhold anything, and everything that he shared in court with you all, he shared with me as well. I saw no indicators of deception. And he also informed me a lot of information about not just the accusations, but about the relationship as well. And when I asked him, how do you feel about your wife and this marriage? He said, you know, I don't know if it can survive.
How are you feeling?
Disgusted with him.
Yeah. Angry?
Very hurt, angry, and I just want to co-parent and that's it. I want nothing to do with him.
Mr. Trujillo, I have heard a lot of cases from this spot. I gotta say, you're probably one of the coldest men that I've ever seen stand at a podium.
That's fine.
And
That's fine.
I gotta say, this is pretty toxic. And the best thing maybe for you all to say, peace, and be on your way.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a happy, healthy, trusting relationship. Court is adjourned.